Alumni. Ma'am, are you there?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, children.
Good
Good
evening, ma'am.
evening to all. That's so nice to see you all up here. Okay. Nice seeing you. You all have joined at time. Very nice. So that's great. You're punctual. I'm looking for the book. Where have I kept the book? Okay. Okay. So how about Euclid, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, how about Euclid? Did you study the axioms of Euclid?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what about others? Yukta?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You could understand?
Yes, ma'am.
These were some general facts, no? Those some universal facts, right? What about Navya, Akshara? Please put on the
Yes,
video.
ma'am, I revised. Yes, ma'am, I did revise a little.
Okay, was that interesting? You found it interesting?
Yes, ma'am, but maths is not fun without the practicals. Chapter is whole theory.
What do you find difficult in maths?
Maths, mostly algebra, nothing else.
Algebra. Okay, no worries, we'll make it easy for you. No worries.
Ma'am.
In the simple equation chapter, is it? The previous chapter, what we did, linear equations. You missed that
Yes,
chapter.
ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can see the recordings. You can just go through the recording once. Okay, but otherwise also, we'll repeat those chapters again. Once we are, we'll do some of the course, then we'll revise some 3, 4 chapters together. Right? We won't wait till the end of the session so that whole syllabus
Okay.
gets over and then only we will revise. We will do that. We'll just do 3, 4 chapters, maybe for the, as you have in your schools, you have your first PT exams, is it? Periodic assessments. So in your first periodic assessment, you just have few chapters, right? So you do the revision of those few chapters. So same way we'll do here also. We'll do 3, 4 chapters. We'll do the revision of 3, 4 chapters. Then we'll move ahead. So far we have done how many chapters?
Ma'am, 4.
And this is the fourth one we are doing now.
No, ma'am, this is the 5th one we're doing now. We're done with 4.
This is the fifth one, right? Okay, so this is a small chapter and it doesn't have any questions also. All questions are, some theoretical type. Okay.
Ma'am, will the questions be based on the axioms and postulates
Yes,
mainly?
yes. In this, every question will be based on axioms and postulates. In every question, it will be asked which axiom is used here, which Euclid's axiom is used here, which postulate is used here. So this is all about in the question. Okay, there is no much calculations here, right? Actually, this chapter is basically, getting to know the history of geometry. From where did it originated? How did it? How was it? How did it reach us? Okay. Yes. Are you understanding, Navya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Yes, Akshara, please put on the video. Akshara is there.
Yes, ma'am, 1 second.
So, Akshara, were you able to understand all the axioms? Unmute
I
and
was able to understand.
yes.
I was able to understand.
You were able to understand. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So if you are able to understand, then you should, try to adjust it in whatever sums we will do now. Okay. Not actually sums, just, some facts we will be understanding in this. Okay. Pranav, what about you? Were you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Who's this? Somebody was asking something. So Pranav, you were able to understand? Purujit?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good bache. Purujit, keep your video on. Yes, Purujit, after such a long time to see you. Where were you all these days? Where were you all these days? Yes, unmute and say.
I didn't.
Say loudly.
Ma'am, I didn't attend.
I know that I know. And that's what I'm asking. Where were you all these days? Why didn't you attend the classes? See, be regular with your classes, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
See, children, whenever we are irregular, whenever we are irregular, suppose you go to school once and you take 2 days leave again, then again you go 1 day, then again take 2 days leave. So that breaks your irregularity, and you don't understand what the teacher is teaching. You must have noticed that, is it? Yes? And you cannot even get away with that. School to jana hai, padhai to karni hai, right? So it's better you be regular with that. Okay? It maintains the regularity, continuity break ho jati hai. So again, you have to get back to the previous things. And so the children find things difficult. When they don't, when they cannot link one concept with the other, that's how where the children lose their interest and you break the continuity. Okay? So being regular is very important to maintain the continuity so that you have a link between each course. आप ऐसे तो कभी नहीं करते ना कि आपने एक क्लास किया दूसरा क्लास स्किप कर दिया then you reached on the another class. ऐसे तो नहीं करते. 6th के बाद 7th ही होता है, 7th के बाद 8th ही होता है, 8th के बाद 9th ही होता है ना, ऐसे ही होता है. So that's step wise everything. Each class is linked with the previous class. So if you have a break in between, तो आपका वो link जो है वो break up हो जाता है. Right? So be regular. Okay, let's come to the postulates part. Today we have to do the postulates. We have 5 postulates of Euclid. Keep your videos on. Don't shut down your videos. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Okay, I'll give you one task, children. Yes. Everyone, please take a screenshot of this. Everyone take a screenshot of this.
Oh, ma'am, actually means in laptops only we can take the screenshot. In other device we can't.
Okay. In the laptop also you can take the screenshot. You can note down the question. Please note down the question. Take it for homework. Please note down, beta. Everyone, please note down quickly. Guruji, note down the question, beta.
Ma'am, I took a screenshot.
Okay, beta. So those who are not able to take the screenshot, they can note down the question, okay? And please do it. We'll discuss it in tomorrow's class. You will discuss it. It's a junior class question, okay?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. What about others have all written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so see, these were the axioms we discussed yesterday, okay? And we took some example also. एक example we could understand this. Now coming to the postulates part. I'm just looking for the book.
Ma'am, what will be the syllabus for this Sunday test?
Somebody is saying something?
Ma'am, what will be the syllabus for this
Your
Sunday
voice is
test?
very low. Yes, say loudly, bache.
Ma'am, what will be the syllabus for this Sunday's test?
Syllabus I've posted in the group. You are
Okay.
doing the chapter, yeah, this is the same chapter, Euclid's Geometry. Okay?
Ma'am, what is the subjective test on?
Euclid's Geometry.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? You must check the group messages better. Yesterday I posted in the group. Okay. Now coming to the postulates. Now see what are postulates and what are axioms? Again,
Ma'am,
just
axioms are assumptions that throughout mathematics that are obvious and need to be proven, and
need not to be proven.
postulates are assumptions specific to geometry that are obvious and need to be proven.
Need not to be proven.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
Need not to be proven. Because these are some very obvious facts. So we don't need any proof for them. Okay, so axioms were assumptions which were throughout the mathematics. So as we say, mathematics is all around. So for every structure, you see a mathematical structure, you know, like, you know, a building structure is a mathematical structure, anything like that. So assumption throughout mathematics that are obvious and they don't need any proof. Postulates are those assumptions which are very specific to geometry only, right? See, in maths, you have so many fields of mathematics, geometry, algebra, calculus. Okay, we have so many fields. So this is specific to geometry, right? That are obvious and do not need to be proven. Okay, so coming to the postulates now, the very first postulate that Euclid gave was that the first one is the straight line may be drawn from any one point to any other point. Okay, that's a very obvious fact. A straight line, please write down. A straight line I'll explain you just now. A straight line may be drawn from any one point to any other point. Now see, suppose if we have 2 points. So obviously we can, only one straight line can pass through these 2 points, is it? So it's saying a straight line may be drawn from one point to another point. So that's very obvious. Of course, a straight line can be drawn from, if I have to stretch a straight line like this. So it is obvious that I have started from some point and I'm ending at one point. Okay, it's something very obvious. So straight line may be drawn from any one point to another point. Okay. The next postulate was, given two distinct points, there is a unique line passing through them. Given, I'll explain you what now. Given two distinct points. Two distinct points means two different points, like two different points. Giving two distinct points, there is a unique line that passes through them. Given two distinct points, there is a unique line that passes through them. So obviously from two lines, from two given points, how many lines can you stretch from two given lines?
Ma'am, only one.
Only
One.
one. Navya, do you agree to this? How many lines can pass through two given points?
Ma'am, one.
One. And how many lines can pass through one point? Navya will tell me.
Infinite.
Infinite. That's great. Okay. So from two given points, only one line can be stretched. So this is what is given by postulate. Given two distinct points, there is a unique line that passes through them. Right? This is very much similar to the first one. Okay. Now see the third postulate. Please make a note of it, children. See, those who have it in their books, that's okay. But many of you might not be having in your books these postulates and examples, right? So if you don't have them, please write. Okay, see children, this is this one. Don't take it a second postulate. This is the second postulate. This is just the axiom of the first one. Okay, this is just a part of the first postulate, right? Because these were very similar. So this is just a part of the first only. The second postulate is, a terminated line can be produced indefinitely. A terminated line means which has two endpoints. A terminated line can be produced indefinitely. Means if I have a line here from A to B, it's saying it can be produced indefinitely. That means it can be produced on both sides. If I have to increase this side, if I have to increase this side, it can go. Okay. I can extend the line as much I want on either sides. Okay. Now the third postulate says, a circle can be drawn with any center and any radius. Okay, that's also very true. A circle can be drawn a circle can be drawn with any center and any radius. So this is such an obvious fact. Now, any circle means, suppose if I say I want to take my center here and I want to take so much of the radius, I want to make a circle like this. I can keep the center anywhere on this page and make a circle with any radius. I feel like I want to make a circle here at this point. Okay, you can see this. And I want to keep a circle and then I want to make a circle with this much small radius. I can do that. जो मेरा मन करेगा, I'll see, मेरा मन कर रहा है यहाँ पे रखने का center and make a circle like this. या फिर I feel like keeping the center here and making a complete circle like this. Can I do that? Okay, whichever way I want, right? Okay, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So that's something very obvious fact. Okay, so a circle can be drawn with any center and any radius. Okay, now the fourth point is all right angles are equal to one another. Okay, that's also agreed. Okay, all right angles are equal to one another. तो सभी right angle है तो obviously वो equally होंगे एक दूसरे को. If I can make a right angle like this, I can make a right angle like this. Okay, I can make a right angle like this. So they are all equal only. Okay, whatever be the direction, they are all equal, right? So all right angles are equal to one another. Okay. Next, the fifth postulate and the very, very important postulate. Okay, I've made a big star here. This is the fifth postulate coming up and it's very important. Okay, the book language is, you can see the book language, but I'll make you understand this first. Please look here. It says that if there are two straight lines like this, non-parallel lines, okay, and if they have a line passing through these two lines, then the interior angles, the sum of the interior angles is less than 180 degrees, and to whichever side these angles are, they will coincide somewhere on this side. That means the lines will intersect towards that side where the interior angle sum is less than 180 degrees. You understood this? No. नहीं समझ में आया?
Yeah, ma'am, can you explain again?
Okay. See here. I'll just read out the postulate first. If a straight line falling on two straight lines. Now this is a straight line L which is falling on two other straight lines M and N, makes the interior angles on the same side of it, taken together less than two right angles. Less than two right angles means less than two right angles. That means less than 180. Yes. Then the two straight lines, if produced indefinitely, meet on that side on which the sum of the angles is less than two right angles. कुछ समझ आई statement?
Mom, can you explain again?
Yes, I
Can
will.
you explain the last part?
Yes. Now it's saying if there is a straight line which is passing through two other straight lines and they are making some angle on the interior side of it. Angles are being made on the interior side of it, and these lines, interior side of it, yes, on the same side of it taken together. Okay, if you take them together, that means the sum total of these two is less than 180 degrees. Okay, in the statement, Euclid has used the word two right angles. So two right angles means 180 degrees. Okay, and it says that whichever side these two angles are, if I produce these lines indefinitely like this, they will intersect somewhere. Okay, this is what the fifth postulate tells us. I hope you understood something of it now.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll explain again, those who have not understood. I'll write the statement also. So with the help of statement, please, if a straight line, please write down. If a straight line falling on two straight lines falling on two straight lines. Now this is the straight line I'm talking about, that is L, falling on two straight lines, that is M and N. makes the interior angles, makes the interior angles on the same side of it. So makes the interior angle. Interior means inside angles. Makes the interior angles on the same side of it. That means same side of this line L and making interior angles. Is it? That means inside of these lines. Are you getting this much? Have you understood this much of the statement?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. On the same side of it, taken together. Taken together means taking their sum. Taken together less than two right angles. Less than two right angles. Now, Euclid sir ने तो थोड़ा सा complicated way में दिया है, but I'm trying to make it easier for you. Okay. Euclid sir ने तो two right angles बोला है, but we understand that two right angles are 180 degrees, is it? Less than two right angles, then the two straight lines, कौन सा straight line? M and N. Then the two straight lines, if produced indefinitely. Indefinitely means जितना चाहे उसको produce करो.
Ma'am, no limit like that.
हाँ, if produced indefinitely, meet on that side. अब ये कौन सी साइड को मीट करेंगे? If I extend it this side, will they meet anywhere? Will they meet anywhere? If I have to extend it this side, will they meet? Please look up to the screen.
No, ma'am.
All the videos are shut.
So,
Please
ma'am,
keep your videos on. If I extend it this side, will they meet? They will not. They will go
No,
far,
ma'am,
far,
no.
far and out. That means it's obvious. They will meet somewhere here only. Okay? That's obvious fact, no? Wherever which side is the sum of these angles are less than 180, it's obviously they will meet somewhere here. Okay? So they indefinitely, if they are produced indefinitely, meet on that side on which the sum of angles is less than two right angles. Okay, so which side they will meet? जिस side उनका sum जो है less than 180 degree हो रहा है, उसी side को those two lines will intersect. Okay, let's read it again. If the straight line falling on two straight lines, now this is the straight line L which is falling on these two straight lines M and N, makes the interior angles on the same side of it. So makes the interior angle on the same side of this line. If taken together, okay, it's if taken together less than two right angles. That means if you take them together means if you take the total of it, it is less than two right angles. That means it's less than 180 degrees. Then the two straight lines, if produced indefinitely, if the straight lines produced indefinitely meet on that side on which the sum of the angle is less than 180. You understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, great. So that means if you produce it indefinitely, that किस side को produce करना है अपने line? जिस
Ma'am,
side
I
पे
have
उनका sum total is less than 180, no? It's very obvious, is it? See, two parallel lines can never intersect. But if I take two non-parallel sides, they will definitely intersect to whichever side they are coming closer to, is it? So if I take some line here, which is crossing these two, and the sum of these two angles will be less than 180. So it is this side that they will intersect. They will not intersect this side because यहाँ पर अगर मैं इनका interior angles का sum लूंगी तो that will not be one less than 180. No, it will be more than 180. Is it? Yes. So they will intersect only that side where the sum of interior angles is less than 180. I hope you have understood this now.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, since we have the first two angles after we intersect, we are getting a triangle, right? Should we take the sum of all angles?
This is not a triangle, Mita. This is not about a triangle. These are just two lines. Okay. We are not talking about any triangle. This is just two lines that we are talking about, that they will intersect somewhere here. Whichever side the sum of these two angles becomes less than 180. Okay. The sum of these two angles is less. Don't mistake it for any triangle. This is just the meeting point of these lines. Okay. So somewhere these lines will meet here. Like this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And which side they will meet? It's that side where the sum of these two angles is less than 180 degrees. It's this much the fifth postulate says. Okay, now tell me how many have understood this and how many did not understand. Akshara? Yes or no? Okay, Sampath? Sampath, did you understand this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Purujit? Yes, Purujit, did you understand? Purujit, can you hear? Purujit is not answering. Purujit, have you understood this part? The fifth postulate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yukta?
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
Very nice. Navya?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay. Anyone's Jitendra? Jitendra, are you there? Harshit?
Ma'am, understood.
Rohit?
Yeah, yes, ma'am, I understood.
Okay, great. So if anyone has difficulty in understanding, then please let me know. I'll make you understand again. We'll discuss about it again. Okay. And if it is clear, then we'll move ahead. Right? So it just says that the two lines will intersect wherever the sum of the angles is less than 180 degrees. So that side the lines will intersect. Okay, not the other side. That
Okay.
side, which side the sum of angles is less than 180 degrees. Okay, it's just that. So this is the fifth postulate and it is very important. ये directly भी exam में आता है ऐसे. Okay, so please state Euclid's fifth postulate. Okay. Okay, directly ऐसे ही आ जाता है exam में. So it's so important. So we'll continue with this. For now, today the class is
Yes,
this
ma'am.
much. Okay, the class time is over now. So we have discussed all the postulates. Okay, so please revise all the postulates today. So
Yes,
today's homework is to revise the 5 postulates and please learn them. It should be on your
Yes,
fingertips.
ma'am.
Okay, I'm again writing here. Make it on your fingertips. Okay, it should be on
Yes,
your
ma'am.
fingertips. क्योंकि इस chapter में और कुछ है ही नहीं. It's just axioms and postulates. So you have to learn it. Okay. कौन सा postulate है? This one,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
one. Not the number, but the statement. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
please do that. Take it for homework today, the learning of the postulates. Learn the 5 postulates. and prepare this chapter. This chapter is coming for the Sunday test, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
tomorrow again we have a class. So we'll move ahead in this chapter. We'll do some sums also, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you, children. Thank you for today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, Vita. Bye-bye.